Be sure that you like, share, subscribe for all the divine cosmic vibes. Y'all know it's me, KD, your divine cosmic cousin, divine cosmic cheerleader, reporting live, checking in with the vibes. And today we are here for our XO event recap. Since we had an event yesterday as well as a story time, because I was not able to give y'all the story time as we typically do, whether it's in a get ready with me format or as I'm like not necessarily driving there, but like the few minutes that I have to spare before the event, I like to tell y'all what's going on or whatever the case may be. So first things first is grab your trees, grab your trees, grab your snacks, whatever the case may be, because that's honestly not the first things first, but God, let me say that. So thank you, God, because the first thing is giving reverence, honor, and glory to God for this day. Thank Him for letting us be here. Thank God for protecting over us, watching over us, and covering us with a cloak of protection from the blood of the Lamb. Thank you, God, for letting this day be wonderful. Thank you for letting no hurt, harm, or danger come our way. Thank you for Jesus. Thank you for peace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for grace. Thank you for being all that you are, have been, and will be. Thank you for ordering our steps in your word so that we can do what you need us to do, so we can get to where we need to be collectively. We love you. We thank you. We praise you. Amen. 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 The Bible verse of the day is in the description. I didn't put it in the chat, but it is in the description, and it is coming from Proverbs 4:26. So happy birthday to everybody that's born today. Shout out to all the Tauruses. But the Bible verse of the day is coming from Proverbs 4:26, and it does say to give careful thought to the paths for your feet and be steadfast or righteous in all your ways. And I know that's right. And I know that's right. And I know that's right. So I'm like, I got both of my phones here at this point because one I have as far as what we need to do as far as the event recap, and the other I have as far as the messages in totality, in its entirety. I just didn't know what kind of truck that was. I'm like, okay, okay. Just gonna make sure it wasn't no little snatch on over there. And that's why I was like, hold on now, it ain't got no windows or nothing. Oh, child, cause what they stopping for? Child, I'm so nosy. But I got to. I got to. So yeah, I'm like, I got the phone, one for the messages in regards to what happened yesterday, because if you saw in the little bit that I was able to show, the little 30-minute little live check-in that I did with y'all when I was there at the event, I was just telling y'all how it was a long list of messages that we are going to go through, but I need to submit my event recap because y'all know, if y'all have been keeping up, or if y'all do this, or if y'all have been learning along the way, that my event recaps are due 24 hours after my event. So I definitely have to have that submitted, but luckily it's not as long as the other one is as far as the full report, because I had a two-person event yesterday and then not just a solo event with just myself. So all I was responsible for was the photos, which was wonderful. And then the whole report had to be done by the other person, which I was so grateful for, because I'm like, y'all know it takes like 30 minutes to do a report. And I'm glad it's not just me that feels the way, because she feels the same way too. She was just like, it's so long. And we have other promotional modeling agencies that we're with outside of this one. So we do have other references of how things are run. And I'm just like, yo, this one be asking for a lot. I mean, they do pay great, okay? Because spoiler alert, I do get paid, at least for this campaign as promotional modeling. It is $40 an hour. So, I mean, I can't beat it. And I pick my own schedule. I make my own schedule. So, I ain't gonna say you can't beat it, because I'm sure that I do have some other agencies that I work with that I have not had any issues with. It's been smooth sailing. The only thing I would say, the only angst or anxiety that I've had with other people was created upon myself, which we have discussed in the lives in real time and recaps and whatever the case may be. But this one right here, this one is not me. That's what I said. This one is, we're going to talk about it. And normally I like to have the green screen with the receipts on screen, but that's when it's personal, and this is still professional. So we're not going to do receipts on screen, but we will get into the receipts. But first we got to submit this event recap, y'all. That is first things first, no matter what. So let's go ahead, because I'm going through, okay, so boom, I'm going through my photos right now, because these are the photos from the event that I had to take, and we have to submit at least, I think, 10 to 15 photos is the minimum. So I'm like, let's see how many I have. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's at least 21, because I'm like, if it's 3 pictures and then it's 7, hold on, if it's 3 columns, 7 rows, I think that sounds right. Yeah, these would be the columns. 3 columns, 7 rows. Because I'm like, it's been a minute since I had to say it like that. But yeah, so I'm like, I at least have 21, so I can see if there's anything that's not necessarily worthy of showcasing. But in just looking at this, I see that I only have one of my product photos for Hennessy itself. As you see, the VSOP bottle, the Hennessy bottles, the Henny, that part is there. But I took an additional bottle because there was an additional row for Hennessy. And the fact that I don't have that is why I have 2 phones, because that means it must be on this phone, because I don't see it. Or either that or it's not favorited. No. Okay, because this is a totally, right. This is a totally different photo, and I did not send it. Right, because this one, child, they was selling Crown for $700 in there. Like, y'all, in real time, in real life, like, the Crown, $649 for some Crown. Like, I'm like, because what is it? Extra rare. Oh, it's aged 31 years. Oh, so it's a 30-year-old cognac. So that's why it's $700. But y'all see that Hennessy right there? Hennessy been around longer than America. So I'm telling you, the premier, okay, when we're talking about cognacs. And it was on sale for, the very special is on sale for $40. The VSOP, the NBA edition, was on sale for $60. And we are doing engravings for Father's Day. So definitely make sure that you call around to your local liquor stores, see if they are doing any engraving events. And definitely come and see me. Come, come hang out with me and get some engraving done by me. Come in and don't be shy. Come and take a picture. But let me go ahead and airdrop this over to this phone, so that way, like I said, I can start submitting the event recap. So let me see, where did the okay, because now I gotta go to the imports, because Apple has just made it so difficult for me with this update. Okay, so because I'm trying to keep everything together, so now let's go to my favorites and see where they're my favorites, and make sure everything is worth submitting to staff. So that looks good. He look real good. Child, that might be somebody. Man, let me leave him alone. He said he got all them kids. I'm gonna leave him alone. Lord have mercy, but the man know he look good. The man know, God know he did good. All right. I am gonna send them this one. They don't really necessarily need this one, but I more so got that one for my content. But it could just be filler photos. Yeah, like this one I don't really need, but this one is of people, of people, of people. This is product on shelves. Yes, this people, product photos. Another handsome face in the city. My stand, or our stand, a photo, and then myself and my partner, who I was with yesterday. So that is, we got another handsome man. More for, okay, so we got some good. Okay. So, because that's what I was worried about, because it's a stickler for no duplicate. So I definitely got to make sure that they realize that there is no NBA bottle in these 2 separate product placement photos that I'm sending them. And I'm also going to show y'all for the record as well, because I also can see how this sign is there with that little cursive H. It don't have the NBA, nor does it have the $700 not Cavassier, but $700 crown. So that way they know I'm not trying to play them. It's 2 separate product photos, because no duplicates is a strong do not do. But yeah, yesterday we did our engraving. So yeah, stop by, see us, come get your bottles engraved. It is for Father's Day. So whether it's for yourself, your father, I know my cousin reached out to me and she was like, my boyfriend's grandfather would love that. So let me know when the next event is. I'm not certain, at least why locally this isn't more of a promoted event. It's more so like on the spot, which makes me like wonder, is it my job to be promoting this? But I feel like it's not, because I'm just a promotional model, which is just on site. But I feel like we should have some type of like public calendar for people to come and hang out with our events. Because even the lady at the liquor store that worked at the liquor store, and I'm like, let me multitask and actually be submitting the event so we can get into the story time. But the lady that worked, oh, hold on, let me, right, because I'm like, let me find the portal. Luckily I found the portal. Okay, so she worked at another liquor store prior, and she was just talking about how they did engraving events. And when they told the city, like 900 people showed up. Like it was a day that was basically like a Black Friday, an exhausting type day, but because they were notified. Me, I have no more than 9, 10 people, and I'm only there for like 3, 4 hours, no more than 5 hours, like literally a handful of hours. So, because I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Okay, but here it is, previous shifts. Okay, so she submitted the recap. Okay, so I guess I can't see it because this is asking for me, so I can't see. So I just need to be able to, or I don't even know if she submitted it. So, yes, I want to exit. Yes, because I'm just here to submit the photos. But yeah, I just definitely want them to go ahead and alert the public more. Um, because it's the only time that I like hanging out with people. And I hate to say it like that. Like, yes, for work, yes, for content, but I'm very picky about just when I'm hanging out, whatever the case may be. So, when I'm able to be out in the city locally, especially at the events, it's fun. So, let me. Oh, okay. Oh. Because I was like, what they mean it was generated? But this is my pay that I did not get paid, that we're going to talk about in a story time, that I now do see as approved, which means what I did is correct now, but I did it too late. But again, I don't feel like that was expressed, but we'll get into it because I'm like, give me just a moment. So let's go ahead and submit these photos. Okay, so Friday, April 25th. Child, George Mitchell gonna come on here to ask me, talking about, can I have a nigga pass? No, but you can definitely get removed from my channel, because I can't even believe that you are subscribed to me, because we on subscribers only mode. So, child, whoever lives with George Mitchell, he's a demon, and I hope I'm on loudspeaker so everybody in that house know you're a demon and you are hidden from this channel, dude. You and your demon friends can be gone. Child, now you talking to the demons. They ain't even know talking to me. You ain't know talking to me at this point. Cause can I have an end pass? Are you out of your mind? Like, be so for real about life. Why would you even come on here and say that? Now, back to me, my business. See, people just come on here being stupid, trying to up the vibes. Okay, so here we are. These are the photos that we are submitting for our event recap. Make sure that you are on the live or live at my next event. Because we had a time. You see, they be wanting to take photos with us. Like, can I take a picture with y'all? They love us out there. I'm telling you, they need Moet and Hennessy. Bring us back all the time. Bring us back all the time. Because I'm telling you, especially myself and Jess, I mean, we are a great duo together. And we got 22 pictures. They're not with us. Because when you do it by yourself, we literally get half of the photos. We literally get just the minimum. And we be struggling to get 10. Because when you're trying to sample, engrave, take the pictures, do everything, it's just like, this is a lot. But because we had 2 people and my job was solely for education, because I wasn't doing sampling. So instead of doing sampling, I was just doing brand and product education and photos, and then just did the engraving and the report recap. So good. Okay, so boom. Now we have the photos in the event recap. I definitely need to make sure the one of the two of us is in here. I'm scrolling, y'all scrolling with me, so we have a record of what's submitted. That is all right. There's us, there's the table as per our instrucciones, and boom, we're good. 22 uploads, 0 pending, submit. Okay, so because now I feel like now is a good time to go ahead and tap into the story time of yesterday's event and how it was pretty much almost disastrous. So while these photos are uploading, like I said, I'm not going to put any text or any messages or anything like that on screen because again, this is professional versus personal, but I am going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God, and for my record. Okay, so I'm like, let's figure out where the first message starts at. Okay, so no, because it's not even regarding the first message. So it's regarding the fact that yesterday, Friday, April 25th, was a payday for us because with this particular modeling agency, you are W 2. Like I said, some of them you are W 4 or wait, I think I meant I-9 because I'm like, W 4 is withholdings, I believe. Yeah, that's the one that you filled out for the W 2. So, yeah, it's either W 2, I-9, whatever the case may be. And this one is W 2 because they do take our taxes out for us, thankfully, and then they give us the rest of the cut because we do have to pay taxes. So, instead of us leaving it to our own accord, they break us off to the people for us. Okay, so that's really appreciated. Yesterday was a payday, and also while I'm waiting for these photos to finish loading, so that way I can click the, I guess, most important part of what's going on. So that's why I'm like, stay with me as we go ahead and let the story unfold. So I'll wake up because I've been stalking literally my check to drop since I did my event on the 18th of April. So with it being the 25th of April and it's payday, I'm like, again, we're making $40 an hour. So I'm ready for my check to drop. I'm waiting on it. I'm like, I've never been so black and taxing and checking and making sure the hours calculate. Now I see why black people do that, okay? And that's definitely one thing that I had to think about when I was going through this whole situation. I'm like, when black people get on a job, the first thing that we do is definitely calculate how many hours we worked in this pay period, how much you say we're getting, how much might be taken out of taxes, and what we should get on that check. So when I got that check and that check was short, I was like, hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay, hold up. It's 5 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, which means I'm the latest of all the times, which means it's super early in the morning for everybody else, which means I'm on them early. Even if you live on the West Coast, you still you got at least an hour behind me, or you live, or I mean Midwest, you got like an hour behind me. If you on the West Coast, you got at least 3 hours behind me. So I don't care what's going on, but I need some clarification, some correction, some what's going on, and where's the check. Okay? Because y'all know I'm not a checker. Because who gonna check me? I do the checking and cut the only thing you can check about me is cutting the check. And they wasn't doing that. So I was like, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I done did my job and I don't want to work. So hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So because I had an event and I had not been paid, I ended up contacting my regional manager. Now we do have a group chat that is like my regional manager, her manager, that manager's manager, like 5 different big managers on the group chat. But I didn't want to reach out to that particular group chat because I felt like I should just go through the avenue of my regional manager. And if she needs to escalate it, that's how we'll do it. And my regional manager is Sweetie. If you are privy to the lives, if not, you'll definitely have to go back so you can kind of get a better understanding of why I be putting my foot in Sweetie, like I be putting my foot in her little sweet tail. Okay, so I reached out to her and I said, hello, Sweetie. Sorry to contact you at this time of the hour. However, I was not aware that my last event had not been submitted for payment. Therefore, I do not have funding to attend today's event as attended. I do apologize for the inconvenience and need to know if there's any way to receive payment or must I wait until the next pay cycle. So Sweetie does not respond to my message just as is. Sweetie then creates a brand new group chat. Like I said, I'm already in a group chat with her boss, all the bosses, whatever the case may be. Okay? Because that's just how it works in promotional modeling, because all of this is virtual. So I'm like, let me find the first message so we can get back to it. Okay, so, because I'm like, this seems like my. Okay, boom. There it is. Okay, so she basically. Oh, but I love that I have a heart by my name. I did not know that. Okay, so she basically screenshotted my message and put it in the big group chat and said, "Hi, Kadria. Let's utilize this chat moving forward for all communication. It appears your event claim was submitted after the Tuesday payroll deadline." Okay, so we'll get into that. We'll get into that because I didn't even know about that. I knew about the timeline when I was getting the payment. I didn't know about the deadline. Honestly, didn't know about the deadline because I honestly thought that I was on top of everything and had it done. So the deadline don't matter to me because I'm thinking I had it done before the deadline. So she says, please note I did just immediately prove this claim. It is the responsibility of each and every ambassador or promotional model to submit their claims after each event is worked. Unfortunately, due to late claim submission, you will not receive payment for your April 18th event until the next payroll cycle. Please see the attachment of the payroll schedule cycle. I will remove you from today's shift. If you are unable to maintain the commitment for any of your upcoming shifts, please let me know in advance so that I can reassign these shifts. I said, got it. Thank you. She said, okay, because this is all at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, y'all. I was hoping I wasn't gonna be out here this long, but child, it looks like I am, child. And that's why I'm like, hold on. Let me get a little bit of earth. Cause I'm like, hold on while I'm Lord. Okay. Because I'm like, yeah, we done been here for about 30 minutes. Okay. So, it's like I said, at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning when I'm stalking my check and it's not there. So I'm like, I'm not coming to work because y'all haven't paid me. Simple as that. Um, so then at like 9 o'clock, she's like, Kadria, to confirm, the issue in working today's shift is the lack of financial resources to get to today's shift. Unfortunately, we cannot expedite a payment due to the late claim for your submission, but is there any other ways that we can help? I said, correct. I'm currently working between car service and rentals while I have a vehicle that is being serviced, and I'm not able to basically get the car service because I didn't get paid. Simple as that. So how can I go somewhere if I'm not getting paid? Jesus, the heat is on out here. At this point, I need a fan because I'm trying to tell my story, and y'all see, I'm just glistening. Oh, God, that's much better. Okay, because I'm trying to tell my story time. It's getting hot up in here. Okay. Y'all, and I'm having a hot flash. It's just, I gotta give me a moment. I gotta give me a uno momento. Ooh. Anyway, see, y'all stay tuned for my daily podcast. Well, me and my dad, well, it's my daily podcast, but I'm gonna be on it. And we're gonna have Travis on here. I'm speaking that into existence with that big old smile. He just so happy and I love it. Okay, because I'm lying, trying to scratch my shirt out. And I ain't trying to mess up the bathroom, so I gotta yell. Okay, so so I said correct. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so I'm currently not able to do anything at this time, like to do lack of funding and transportation. So she said, if we cover your round trip share costs as a one-time exception, are you able to maintain your shift? I said, absolutely. It is greatly appreciated. And again, I do apologize for the inconvenience and misunderstanding of how my time card was supposed to be submitted. So just as a little disclaimer in the story, as I've said prior to, we literally just did an event recap, okay? So we literally just did the event recap, whether it's submitting the photos, whether it's submitting a report, whether it is checking into the system, whether it's checking out. We literally just did a whole training for AYL, which is all year long, which is what's going on for the rest of the year. And they're saying that the most important part for us to get paid is check in and check out. And that's the one thing that I have not been doing for my events. I also haven't been submitting in the way that it's supposed to be submitting for pay. But one thing that I knew that I was not doing was checking in and checking out for events. But like I said, I've always been getting paid, even to the point where I was like, I don't even know how they've been getting my PayPal, but I've been getting paid, so I haven't really had any complaints because I'm like, well, child, as long as y'all figured out whether it was paper check, PayPal, whatever the case may be, I've been getting paid, so I don't have any complaints. But it definitely got to a complaint when I didn't get paid. So I'm like, okay, so at this point I'm gonna make sure that I'm checking in and checking out. But now I know checking in and checking out is not how you get paid. How you get paid is, like she said, submitting a claim. I would never think, as much as we had these trainings, that submitting a claim would be submitting my time clock. Submitting, I guess, because we're claiming the time. But when they say submit a claim, that's like when we're doing stuff where it requires my personal money. Like, let's say I have to go pick up a kid and I need to be reimbursed for my travel or something like that. We submit a claim for travel. We submit a claim for whatever the case may be. Like if you have to buy some personal things out of your money and you want your money back, this is how we do submitted a claim. Mind y'all, I just started promotional modeling this year, and then y'all literally saw live when I got the Moe promotional modeling and brand ambassador agency gig, all that good stuff. Like this is the one agency that I'm with where y'all actually got to see where I interviewed, got the job, worked the events. Because a lot of the promotional modeling events I just go to, whatever the case may be, y'all get bits and pieces. But with Moe, y'all literally got to see the entire thing. And I think that's also why y'all get to follow the story a little bit more, because again, y'all have been, even though I don't mind telling y'all about what's going on, but y'all are pretty privy to what's going on. So okay, so yeah, I was just saying I apologize for the inconvenience, misunderstanding. She said, okay, I'll follow up with you shortly regarding your ride details, which also made me feel like this always happens. It no matter what happens at every job, like it's always like a hiccup with either a car, finances, whatever the case may be. And when I get stressed and overwhelmed, because I am, pretty much a spoiled, pretty princess, and I really don't have bills to pay in real life, I don't be going to work. Baby, I will call out. Because them bills taken care of. In Jesus' name, in my daddy name, in whoever name, in my name, and because God says so. That's why I'm like, whatever the case may be, that's why I'm like, them bills get taken care of. So yeah, I just felt like y'all ain't paying me, so I'm not coming, because I felt some type of way, child. I ended up having me a most in the morning because I was really in my feelings. I had to calm down because I'm like, I'm ready to fight, because I'm like, well, y'all ain't y'all ain't pay me, and I went to work. It'd be one thing if I didn't go to work, but I'm like, y'all ain't pay me. That's all I'm thinking is I haven't gotten paid around it. Okay, so boom. That's what happened. So they're just like, basically, we will pay for you to come to this event because we need you to come to work. Not only because when I realized when I got there, I do be making sales, I do be making interactions, I do have a good recap, I do have a good rapport, I do have a good standing with, you know, any job that I do. And that's why I'm like, no matter what happens, it's happened at every job that I've been at. Minus my first job that I ever had, but every other job since then, and just trying to like make it in my adult life, it's always been an issue between transportation and finances, no matter what. And that's the part that was just kind of like to the head with me, because I'm like, I'm tired of coming to this crossroad, because honestly, everything is so expensive, whether it's the car, whether it's the insurance, whether it's the upkeep, whether it's the fact that I don't even drive enough to actually have to be paying for all of this stuff. Like, I literally work part-time, most of the time remote at home. But even when I work part-time, locally or wherever the case may be, I'm working literally 2 days out of the week having to be in the city that I'm actually having to drive. And then even me having a ride share that my job had to pay for, that was $100 for me to get to work and me to get back home from work. $45 to and from, plus the tip. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, I can't imagine people who have to spend $100 a day just to get to work. And I'm thinking about the fact that thankfully I make $40 an hour. People don't make $40 an hour. But like I said, I'm making $40 an hour working part time, okay? part-time. Honestly, I could pick up more gigs and work full-time, but the transportation issue that I have, that I seem to always run into, especially because Mercedes and these foreign parts and taking forever to get these parts to get the car, like it's just a lot. So I don't even want to think about it because it just stresses me out. And I'm not even the one that's paying for it. I'm just the one that is lack of transportation because I don't have the wheels. So there's that. But I'm just like, yeah. Oh, I submitted my event recap, but I need to submit for my expense for that Uber. So I definitely need to do that after we do the story time. I'm hopefully I'm gonna remember to come back to that. Somebody drop that in the chat for me for real because I'm like, I do not want to forget. But essentially, she ended up messaging me and she was saying, please order your Uber or Lyft and try to use the most economical option. Combine both receipts into one photo and then submit it in the claims. And she was just saying you can refer to such and such for any emails. But she was just saying if I do have my spin card, which I do have, like I told you in promotional modeling, they will send you a physical card, which is what we use to purchase our liquor bottles when we're on site or any ice, decorations, garnishes, whatever the case may be. Instead of us using our own money, we get a spend card and they'll allot us a certain amount. Like, don't go over this amount. But I actually saw where my like card limit is on my card, and then I realized, yeah, they just divvy out like don't go above this much, like don't do too much, don't do too much with that card. But they were like, if you have your card, use that to pay for your ride. And that's exactly what I did. Because I do have my pay card, my spend card. So I was like, that I absolutely love. That even though you're telling me you can't pay me directly and expedite my payment through the payroll system, at least there was a solution. It's just like, you have your spend card, use your spend card to get to work and get back home. But I'm like, y'all literally could have just gave me my paycheck and I would have had to spend my own money. But because I did not have my paycheck, because it was technically not submitted correctly, Lord, I don't even know if them pictures submitted because that's what we're waiting on. Like, it's still saying that it's loading because I'm like, the next step is that I actually need to submit the, I guess, entire, like, I don't know. I'm actually gonna wait, because this submission is due. No, my photos is due 24 hours, but the claim itself is due, child, I guess before next Tuesday. So I'm actually gonna wait until maybe tomorrow to actually submit this so I can ensure that my partner has her part in. But I don't like that it's taking forever to upload these little pictures. Oh, because I'm like, did it do it? I see it finally went away. Okay, so let me click add photos and let's see. Okay, so it does. I see. I don't see the actual photos, but I do see where it has my file names on here. So that's good. Okay. And if she doesn't have them all, she typically messages me like, hey, your photos did not come up. Can you please send them to me? Okay. So here we are is essentially what I have not been doing. So I'm going to show y'all as well. Okay. So, oh gosh. I'm like, come on. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to just use the old one. It's a location that I've already been at. So, boom. We'll use this one. Oh, nope, because it's not there. So, I will have to use this one. All right. I'll just take out the location. Boom. So, as you can see, we have details, we have recap, we have add photos, we have submit claim, we have files. So, and then there's another button, the day of your shift, and it says check in, check out. And apparently they say, for my last training, they say this check in, check out button is the button that is like our time clock. This is what gets us paid. It's a lie, is a lie, is a lie, because I had an event yesterday. Checked in, checked out. Like I said, I've had other events where I've never checked in or checked out, but I did it at this event. And I thought, because I'm like, if this is not in regards to my paycheck, then it don't matter. But I'm like, maybe they just do it so that way they don't have to message us and like ask us, are we on site? I checked in. They still contacted me and said, hey girls, are y'all on site? Like, baby, are you checking? The check in, check out? But whatever the case may be. So we have to check in, we have to check out. They say that's what gets us paid. Now that I know the truth, that's not the case. I don't know who thought that, but that is loud and wrong. So again, we have to do the recap. Thankfully, this time I don't have to do the report. My partner has to do the report. I had to do the add photos, which is three things now. Well, four, because like I said, check in, check out, photos, recap. Okay. So those are the four things that must be done within this portal. So I'm thinking, you know, it's done. It's done. So apparently now, apparently you have to submit the claim, but I've never done this because as you can see here, if you see where it has this edit claims option right here, I don't even see where it is on this one, but yeah, edit claims. That's how we submit the whole time clock, but I have not been doing that. So if we go through and now we can see where these are my prior claims, where it's like claim, 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 claim for my most recent events, where it's showing where, you know, I've gotten paid and everything. And this is what I was stalking. And I was like, why does it not say paid yet from the April 28th event? Okay. So now, oh, it just says approved. Okay, so yeah, we go. Oh, hold on, because I'm like, it does not say paid, and it was not there at all. So now we can see where it says that it's approved. So when the time clock schedule drops again for the next drop, this and the event that I just did that I need to submit tomorrow. Now that I know that my photos have updated, um, or my photos have been input, then I would have to go to apparently submit claims. Oh, okay, yeah, I do see. And then now it says claim type. Oh, it says event time. I'm about to say it don't even say time schedule, but it says event time, pickup, training, travel. Like these are the options. So I would do event time and then submit it that way. But I've never done that. And leading to the point too, my regional manager, who I am referring to, Sweetie, apparently has been doing it. But like I said, I guess because I've been here long enough, she didn't do it anymore. But yeah, essentially they ended up getting me to work, and apparently I'll get paid, child, the next pay drop, which is not good for me because I'm the type of person, like I have events planned up between now, which is April the 26th, I believe, child, because I'm like, my phone screen not even coming down. But I'm like, yeah, it's April the 26th today. And I literally have my paycheck is literally, this will also make me realize I'm still living paycheck to paycheck, and I didn't even realize that. And I'm like, even though I'm not working a typical job like I used to, I am working more entrepreneur ventures, contracted work, collaborative work like I wanted, and I am still making pretty much the amount of money that I was making at my job, but my goal is definitely to exceed that, which is the whole goal. But the fact that I am still somewhat afloat, because my job was only keeping me somewhat afloat anyway, which is why I left it, because I was like, we got to figure something out. But I'm the type of person, I know that I have gigs and events booked up between now in April through god doggone June. So that paycheck is planned out from this week to next week to that week to that week. So not getting paid in this pay period, all because someone decided that they weren't going to say everyone has not submitted, everyone that has worked events in this time schedule has not put in the time clock. Like, I'm used to jobs beating you down, like, you know, like they can see like it's still a red light, like everybody in green, everybody, like you haven't given everybody your pay. And the fact that because this is, you know, promotional modeling and the life is different, things are definitely different over here. And I'm just like, I can't believe you have to go through 5 things just to get paid. You got to check in, you got to check out, you got to submit the event recap report, you got to submit the photos, and you have to submit all of that as a claim. I mean, I guess because again, these other things, yeah, I don't even have to check in or check out at any other job, at any other promotional modeling agency. I literally just do an event recap and submit the photos via email. Not even a portal, not even that. As long as I did that, they're going to make sure I get paid for the amount of time that they told me to be there. It's as simple as that. Like this one, you got to send photos of you at the location when you get there so that you know that they're there, and also I get it, but at the same time, like I said, it's just showing me how I continuously have to keep working because me not getting my paycheck and this time schedule all because of missing one little thing out of five. And obviously, it's a major thing. So, one major thing out of five, these are the small things, the four small things, just really was like, it showed me like you're still living paycheck to paycheck. And that's exactly why we're going to keep working to get out of living paycheck to paycheck. Oh, it was an Amazon man. I'm like, hold on, baby. I know I saw a head. Nah, okay. I don't see it. No, y'all can't see it, but I see the Amazon truck now. So yeah, I'm like, that is definitely the goal at this point because I just, yeah, I want I will be honest and say that I want to make $10,000 a month. Like we've had this whole discussion of the 10K monthly challenge of making at least like $2,000 monthly of five different of my investment endeavors if I am actively pursuing them and getting the maximum effort in to get maximum results, because right now I feel like I'm putting in effort and I overthink things along the way. Like I have so many shorts literally that I need to just post. Like literally stop overthinking it, just put it out there. And I especially love shorts because I love that it doesn't interfere with the feed or anything like that. But I just feel like, yeah, because even 2K with promotional modeling, I mean, like even just working on YouTube, I'm like, that's another, source right there between my filter lenses that I make for Snapchat, for, custom events, stuff like that. My photo booth as far as locally and me doing my photo booth local events. Just even little Cricut, DIY crafts, whatever the case may be. All of this kind of stuff that I do, or just even my merch. Shop my merch now that I think about it, y'all. www.curatedbykd.com, baby. Get in the description. Check me out. Shop now. So I'm like, my daddy podcast coming soon. That's on like, check out my podcast on my YouTube channel. That's on like, yeah. There's so many avenues and different things. And oh, that's so funny because I do have an event coming up now. I haven't even told y'all that I have an event coming up now because I got some things that I'm working on. So yeah, I've been working on a lot of things in the background, honestly. But I definitely have been learning that, it's against my religion to tell everybody my business. So I be keeping it on the hush, hush. And that's just as simple as that. I don't even think I'm like, am I done with the story time? Because I'm trying to think. I'm like, am I done? Because I'm like, I know they told me, because I was thinking about the fact that I need to submit my Uber ride to the portal. So yeah, they know that I use a spin card to get to work per their instruction. And I'm gonna screenshot this so that way I have that to put in my notes as well, that I use this spin card because they told me to. So I'm gonna do that and submit that. Oh Lord, because I'm like, now this is a whole nother portal that I use, and I'm like, I did realize that it told me yesterday I was not logged in, and I'm like, what? It told me, it was like, girl, I'm like, I've been logged in for the longest. So the fact that I'm not logged in is telling me that my password is not correct is what's nerve wracking. See, it's telling me that my login credentials are not correct. And I need to submit my expense report. So I guess I have to figure that out when I get in the house. But the last thing that I do want to do is I do want to check my email because I need to see. Talk about you've been missing lately. I'm not gonna lie. I've been working. That's why I'm like, I be trying to bring y'all with me, but it's always a lot of different moving parts in my life. And I'm only one person. It's only one me. So it's only so much I can do. But I do want to go through my email, and I do just need to see just what they're saying as far as what is the getting paid procedure. Cause I'm like, I'm also getting a little. What you mean? What the freak is going on? It's always something. Oh, okay. Cause I know they're not talking to me. Oh my god, doggone. I hate when this happens. I know it's not this. Cause I'm like, I'm already getting hot. And it's gonna make me hot and bothered. Right. Because why are you sitting here telling me that you can't find it? Y'all, hold on. Hold on. Cause I don't like when technology does not cooperate. Because, baby, I don't know why it did not come up. Because I'm really getting hot and bothered. Because I'm like, I really just need to check. Okay, so boom. This is exactly what I need. The procedure. All right, so what's the procedure when we do this? All right, so it says to ensure you're available to see. Okay, so click this to see your shift. Okay, do that. All right, check in on weekdays versus weekends. Okay, okay. Download the entire message in this mail. Photos, recaps, results, child links. You know what? And they told me please reply all and make sure that you have an understanding. Did I do that? No, I sure did not. Okay, so y'all, so now that I'm looking through it, it does not say explicitly to make sure that the claim is submitted. Now, hold on. Claims. Please submit in Ninja Network. Event time claim. Mandatory for every single event. How to submit. Submit claim. Make sure, okay. Choose event time. And see, that's why I told them it was a misunderstanding. Because I want to say, that's my fault. So I guess I can't even be mad. I can't even be. The only reason I'm mad is because I'm like, okay, so I'm like, I will take responsibility because I did not, and in full honesty and transparency, read the email in full. Child, I skimmed through it, and that was the most important part that I skimmed through. It's highlighted and everything, but I skimmed through it in full totality, thinking that because I saw the mileage claim and everything like that, and I was like, I know I don't meet that requirement, so I'm not even really worried about it. So that's on me. But I will say that I do feel like as far as bookkeeping is concerned, I feel like they could have some accountability as well, because I do feel like there should be someone that is going through a list and making sure that everyone worked the event in that time period does get paid, whether it is bookkeeping to make sure that everyone has submitted their time card, or bookkeeping to make sure that you just do it yourself at a certain time if it's not done. But I will take the majority of the fault because I definitely misunderstood due to my lack of reading in full. So there's that, Miss Sweetie. So I take accountability for my part. So I'm like, I'm gonna say I'm 99%. I'm gonna say I'm 99.9% because I'm gonna give them that 0.01. I'm like, not too much, but just a little bit, because I'm like, now that I'm really going through the email and it is there, and I receive that email every week. That's when I can't say nothing besides I can't be mad. That's my fault for not reading, because I'm a math and science girly, and I should have taken the time to digest the email in full. But again, I be having so many moving parts, but I gotta. This is a life lesson, because this could literally be do or die, life or death, whatever the case may be. Because that's how fundamental and imperative reading is. Because I'm just like, imagine if that message said, something like, well, we will saw off one finger per child day. That something is not like it. Just, I mean, I think because reading is time consuming, that's why I don't care to do it, because I be having other things that I would do. Um, well, other things that I would do with my time. Yeah, I'm like, it's just, I feel like reading is a sport or activity that you do when you definitely need stuff to fill your time. And because I already have so many other things that I do within life, I'm like, just taking the time to actually read takes up my time. But skimming also does not give me the full result in totality. So now at this point, I'm going to have to at least care enough to read faster to digest the information. But when I do that, I really get bored because I'm more experimental math and science. But again, this is business. And while math and science and it comes into logistics, as does reading. So, moral of the story, lesson of the day: read. Take the time. Take the time to read, God says, okay? Because my message and moral of the story, my message was read. The moral of the story that's coming from God is take the time to read. Because if y'all don't know, now y'all know, baby, my name for the summer is time. I don't want to hear K. I don't want to hear KD. I don't want to hear K. I want to hear time. Because time waits for no man, okay? And that's me. I'm not waiting for no man. You heard me? Okay, so yeah, shop my merch so we can run these funds up, not this funny up, get this money up, because that's what we do. So let's go ahead and say our Course in Miracles, not only because we believe in it, but because we know that it works. And we know that our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. As it is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. As we ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? And I mean, who are you not to be? You are a child of God, and your playing small does not serve the world. As there is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure around you, as we are all meant to shine as God's children do. And we are born to make manifest the glory of God within us. And it's not just in some of us, it's in each and every one of us. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. And as we're liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. And with that being said, be good, be great, look good, don't hate. Spread love, because that's what a real mob do. Keep it gangster. Look out for your people, because that's what real gangsters do. Subscribe for the vibes, and until next time, if no one told you, I'm here to tell you, God loves you, Jesus loves you, I love you if you love them, and to turn them angels up, you ready to pop, 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 pop for you. Okay? And I'm just telling you it's true. Because Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. You heard me? All right? All right. So let it resonate. And that, like my theme song music is playing as I'm about to escape. Play all day. But yeah, y'all. KD, that being me, your divine cosmic cousin, divine cosmic cheerleader, all things divine. But in the summertime, call me time. I know that's right. Oh. Yep. Yep. Check me out in the city. Check me out on live. But I'm finna go. Kisses and toodles, y'all. Like, I like the theme song music.